Welcome students to the first video tutorial of the middle school's technology class. Today I'm going to show you how to edit your images using Photoshop CS5 to create a poster for a movie or to edit your photos the way you want. Okay, let's get started. The first thing you have to do is to open the program Photoshop, and after that you gotta open the files that you are going to use. Let me find my photos. Okay, when you're ready, this one. Okay, this is the actor that I'm going to use to create my poster. The first thing we have to do is to unlock the layer, because this one is going to be our original. We are going to protect it, but we're gonna work on a copy. So I double click on the layer, then I can rename it here. It's gonna be called original, and I hit OK. I right click on the original and choose the option duplicate layer. This is gonna be our copy. Sorry, copy. Now we can turn this layer off, but first we protect it with the lock. Okay. Now I show you different options on how to select people using the pen tool. Let me zoom in here. That's the tool that I'm going to use right now, the pen. But later on I'm going to show you some of the tools for you to make selections, good selections, using different tools that are gonna be faster. So first thing you have to do is to zoom in. I always give you that suggestion because it's easier to see where you're gonna put the anchor points, where you want to put them in the exact place. Okay, so to start, you only make one click and you see the anchor point there. After that, you make another anchor point, but the second time you put it, you don't have to release the mouse. You just hold there. You move the mouse to try to find the shape, the direction of the line that you want to put. After that, you hold the Alt key to drag this little handle from here to the, or back to the anchor point. Okay, I'm gonna continue with a second line and a third one, and so on, so on. But what happens if you don't take the anchor point back? Let me start again. If you don't take this point to the anchor point, okay, what happens? If I leave it there and I want to make another curve or another line, that is gonna be a curve that is not gonna be in the place where I want. So I have to, it's better to take it. Okay, so take it back there and continue with the other lines. Okay, so I'm gonna draw as fast as I can all the silhouette of the character that I have. Another suggestion that I can give you is that you can drag the image like this using the space bar. You hold the space bar, you see this hand, you just drag the image and continue doing what you have to do. Okay, so into here. If you, the third tool or third suggestion that I can give you is that if you want to delete the last line between this vector, or sorry, anchor point and this one, you only hit the backspace key. That deletes only the last line you did. Okay, but you have to join the points again by clicking on the last anchor point you put to continue. Oops. This what happened here? I released the I hold the Alt key, but I released first the Alt and then the mouse, and that's why the line was straight and I wanted a curve. So it's better to release first the mouse and then the Alt key. Okay? Let me get until here. Once you get used to doing this, you're gonna realize that it's so easy to work. Okay, when I get to this part, to this point, to the border of the photo, I always zoom in just a little to see. Let me zoom out, sorry. I always zoom out a little just to see the border of the photo, because what you have to do right here is just to make this straight line until the point you have to continue with the shape of the silhouette. Okay, so now that I'm ready, I'm gonna zoom in more. Change the pen and continue. So you see that's very easy. The key is not to forget that I have to drag the handlebar, this handlebar, back to the anchor point. Okay, and try to follow the same curves that the image has. That's the key, because all the images are not only full of straight lines, so I have to try to respect as much as I can the shape of the things that the image has. Okay, so let's try to do it like this. Oh, you know what, I'm gonna delete, oh, sorry, the last point. Okay. When you get to this part, try to draw like the basic shape of the head, and if you have to cut some parts of the hair, okay, just do it. That's not the right way to do it. There's a specific video tutorial, okay, in which I'm going to show you how to select the hair in a very, very easy way. Okay, it's not the best way to do it like that, because it's not gonna look professional. But when you just wanna delete the background, first time you can do it like this. It's not gonna look the best, as I said before, but I'm going to show you on a second video tutorial how to do that part. Okay, and the character and the background are gonna look much better than what we are doing right now. Okay, so this is not like the professional way, but the goal of this video was just to show you how to make selections using the pen tool and drag the backgrounds or the things you selected. Okay, I'm about to finish here. So what you can do right now is, what you have to do right now is to close the shape. So I'm going to put another anchor point, and the first one that I did, you see that when you put the pen on that anchor point, a little circle appears next to the cursor. That means that you are about to close the shape. Okay, you only close it, and that's it. Okay, you see all the line around the silhouette of the character. Okay, now what we have to do is to right click on the line and make that line a selection, and you hit OK. You see that all our character is selected. Okay, what happens if I click backspace, or if I hit backspace right now? I delete what is selected. That's not what we want. We need to delete just the background. So what we have to do is to go to select and hit and pick the option inverse. With inverse, you can see the background is selected, but the character. You hit backspace now, Control D to remove the selection, and that's it. Okay, so this is our first video tutorial. I hope you like it and that is useful for you on your project. See you in a second video.